2015 is a very important year for the Year of the Rural Worker. We wanted to show everyone what happens at these glens, how everything's done for free of charge almost. 7 days a week we're up there. It's so important because of the schools, the hotels, the B&B, all down the length and breadth of these glens. You've got people working there 7 days a week, and without them we feel the glens would collapse. They're important for biodiversity, they're important for policing the glen, they're important for fire brigade stuff, they're for mountain rescue, local community council. A massive amount of things is done free of charge, and we feel we must send this message out and let the general public know.
My name's Ian Hepburn and I'm the head keeper at Dunmaglass Estate. And on the Hepburn side is all in gamekeeping. Brother and I are the 5th generation, son's the 6th generation, so it's been in our blood more or less forever, for all we've known anyway. A lot of stuff being talked about at the moment, different legislation, and I really fear for it. These communities have been like this forever and they're thriving at the moment. There's more investment in grouse moors and what have you in Scotland than there has been for a while, and a lot of money being pumped into that, and a lot of people being brought in, young people being brought in, given jobs and what have you. So it scares me a lot that there would be a change and that would go away again, because I feel our countryside's benefiting from it massively, getting well looked after, well managed, and to take that away, it would, in my view, the countryside may go back to being nothing but a scrubland. In my view, the politicians have got to come out. We can go to Holyrood, we can go to Edinburgh, we can go wherever in the city, but it doesn't help. They have to come out and see what happens in the communities. See how many people's involved, on a shoot day, on a grouse-driven day. Somebody's up to 50 people, and a lot of these are youngsters. So that's a wage going locally in a local area to all the youngsters. Sometimes families, 3-4 people in one family coming out on a shoot day, and that's all revenue that's going back in locally. The estate has all been very, very keen in employing young people, which we always have done. We ran with North Highland College for years and years, having students on 1, 2, 3 year terms to give young people the chance, and then our side's always been good that they go off elsewhere and learn more. The more learning they do when they're young, like everybody, the better for them. I personally don't know what they would go and do. But the houses and their offspring, their young people and young families, it helps keep the school going and keeping all the community going at that level as well.
Through my dad working on neighbouring farms throughout the glen, through helping him out, I had a keen interest in horses, and came across the sort of gillies on one of the estates going out to pick up stags one day when we were out gathering sheep, and I just questioned them how I would get into it, and through that managed to get myself a bit of work experience, and never looked back, loved it. And then through the college, applied to the college and got a placement here in Dunmaglass as a trainee, and just went from there. There's been a high percentage of my course, certainly. Most of the boys I know have gone on to full-time jobs. There's a good success rate for folk leaving the college and going into full-time employment. Without the sporting estates, young people, if they wanted to stay in the glen, they wouldn't have any other real choice.
At one time we were the largest employer in the area, and it just brings everyone together. It's people here, young people coming in and out, and that just keeps generating employment and movement of people. When I was young, I wanted to be a fireman, and when the opportunity came up to join the little local station here, did so. At that time they would have closed if we didn't get any recruits. That's 22 years ago now. So the station would have to shut down a lack of manpower, so that was another factor in me joining then. All these estates need maintained, so in doing so, every business locally gets used, whether it be plumbers, electricians, roofers, people building the walls. We're going past some butts here. They were built by a local stonemason and 2 young lads. We need people to look after the roofs, just everything, painters, decorators, people to cut the grass. There is so many trades get used on each of these estates. It's frightening, and then you go into shops. Everybody just thinks, oh, it'll be fishing tackle or gun shops, but it's not. There's butchers, fish merchants, even the people, the airport, Inverness Airport, everybody flies in there that come to visit all these estates in the Highlands, so they're getting trade from it. And from the second their feet hit the runway, these people are spending money. So all the businesses, another one I often quote is the laundrette. All the lodges put their washing into the laundrettes in Inverness and what have you. So the spin-offs are massive from all these states. No matter what their main base is, whether it be grouse, whether it be deer. It's just when there's people coming in from other parts of the world, they're over here, and as they're nearly tourists. Well, in fact, they are tourists, and hunting's only part of it. They come over to see Scotland. So it's got massive spin-offs to the whole area. It's all been tried and tested, and the sporting estates are what they are because in the olden days, when it was far more difficult for people to try different things, they tried everything there was at this level, and the sort of soil types, etc. And sporting was the only productive business there was to be had there. So personally, I don't see anything else other than covering the whole of the country with trees. I don't see anything else happening because it's what the land can cope with. It's the only business that can be there.
We hope that you're a rural worker will show people what rural workers face, what challenges they have, and would like when people make decisions regarding us in the countryside to take us into account.